We begin in southwest Houston, where an HPD officer was taken to the hospital after an accident on South Main about 6:30 this morning. It was just off Stella Link. We're still trying to get information about what caused that accident. Also, this is the second officer-involved crash we've seen this morning. About 4 this morning, a Precinct 7 deputy constable and another driver crashed in South Houston. It's still not clear who was at fault, but you can see that damage at the intersection of South Beltway and Scott. Both drivers taken to the hospital to be checked out, one for cuts and back pain. Both are expected to survive.
ABC 13 is making another round of phone calls trying to confirm what criminal case at Fort Hood a suspect is tied to. That suspect died by suicide as a fugitive task force moved in to take him into custody in Killeen around 1:30 this morning. Killeen police would only tell us he was a suspect in a Fort Hood criminal investigation. In the last 10 minutes, reporter Steve Campion was told by the Army CID spokesperson that a news release will be released later today. And we know there have been 2 missing soldiers cases of high interest lately. The remains of Gregory Morales were found a couple of weekends ago in a field. He disappeared last August. And then yesterday, the remains believed to be that of Vanessa Guillen from Houston were found about 20 miles from the base. Again, we do not yet know if the suspect who died this morning is related to either missing soldier case or a different case. And remains found in the shallow grave yesterday in Bell County are being examined to see if they are Vanessa's. Texas EquiSearch founder Tim Miller told ABC 13 he believes those remains are those of Vanessa Guillen. ABC 13 reporter TJ Parker is live at HISD's Chavez High School, where she went to school. Good morning, TJ.
Yeah, good morning, Samika. Yes, sad news this morning. We have also learned that Guillen's family will hold a press conference later this morning in Washington, D.C., demanding a congressional investigation into Vanessa's disappearance. This comes as remains, as you had mentioned, were found in Bell County, where the search for her started last week. After getting new information, Army Criminal Investigation Division agents discovered the partial human remains in a grave close to where they found some evidence. The medical examiner will still need to ID the remains that were found. Guillen, who is from Houston, has been missing since April 22nd. They say before she went missing, her family that is, the 20-year-old told them she had been sexually harassed by a superior. The Army is investigating those claims. Her family has been pleading for answers since her disappearance. Tim Miller with Texas EquiSearch says the search is now over for her.
We knew we had to be close, and so let's wait for the medical examiner's report. Positive identification. I anticipate that there will be some closure for families, for law enforcement.
And no word yet on a persons of interest, but officials do suspect foul play in her disappearance. Reporting, I'm TJ Parker, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Now to COVID-19, and the number of positive cases is nearly doubling every month across the country, according to Johns Hopkins University. There are now more than 2.6 million cases across the U.S. Now take a look at these charts on your screen, because this will give you new perspective. The New York Times put together the graph showing the number of new cases, and you can see the dip in May and then the big jump in the last month. But here's the good news. Another graph shows the death from COVID-19 has dropped dramatically across the country. One exception is in the state of New Jersey, and that is showing an increase in deaths because of COVID-19. Now, let's pull up the State Department, Texas Department Health dashboard. More than 6,500 people are hospitalized across Texas right now. Harris County leads the state in COVID-19 cases. We have 31,000 people who have tested positive here in Harris County.
This morning, Galveston County Sheriff's deputies are patrolling Kemah since the entire police department is in quarantine now. 12 officers with the Kemah Police Department are self-isolating right now after one officer tested positive for COVID-19. The police department and City Hall are currently closed for cleaning. The staff's return depends on test results, which come back as early as today.
All right, to the Houston's east side. Police hope you may be able to help them solve the murder of a 31-year-old man overnight. He was found dead inside a home on Borden Street. Police say relatives were in the home. They heard some sort of disturbance, came out of their rooms, and found the man shot to death in the house.
We are asking for the public's help, and if they have any information. If there's anybody out there that knows what occurred here tonight, that might have been here, that might have seen something out here on the street, we want to know. This man had a family, and we want justice for his family.
Well, they tell us everybody in the house has been cooperating, but police have no new information on the gunman.
Well, right now, Crime Stoppers need your help finding a rapper accused of sexually assaulting a child. Police are looking for 32-year-old Ricky Clayton, who goes by the stage name of Rich Da Vinci. They say the alleged assault happened in March of 2019. And if you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. You could receive a $5,000 reward, and you can remain anonymous.
And in Southeast Houston, firefighters rescued grandparents and their granddaughter from a burning home overnight in Oak Vista. They were called to that house after someone saw smoke coming from it. The people were sleeping at the time, but they all got out safely, and they don't know what started it. All right, let's take you to the International Space Station, where the astronauts Chris Cassidy and Robert Behnken are out there performing a spacewalk right now to replace batteries on the International Space Station. This spacewalk will take about 7 hours, and we are streaming the entire spacewalk right now at ABC13.com and on our news app. All right, here's Kevin checking your forecast.
Cool stuff. Thank you. Let's take a quick look here at what we're going to see temperature-wise. It's a whole lot of heat and a whole lot of humidity. So throw out the temperatures and let's take a look at feels-like temperatures for this afternoon. Between 100 and 105 degrees in most locations. And that's not going to change anytime soon. We're trapped in a hot weather pattern, and that also means we're not going to see a whole lot of rain. We'll get a bit of cloud cover this morning and then some peaks of sunshine in and out through the afternoon. Rain chances remaining low, heat remaining high. We do get a little bit of a change as we head into the weekend. This weak cool front gradually slides south towards Houston as we head into the weekend, but it looks like this front is going to stall out north of Houston, and that means that the rain associated with that front will also stall out to the north, which means our rain chances for the weekend will be headed down here. Does still look like we could get some better rain chances in early next week, but for the meantime, for the short term, it's all about that heat and humidity.
All right, that's all the time we have. We hope you have a great Wednesday.
Thanks so much for joining us, and join us on ABC13.com as well as our news app. By the way, look at this helmet cam view here. These are live pictures from the International Space Station. We'll have much more on ABC13.com.